So our girl Megan Thee Stallion got some bad news today. Megan is being sued by this man named Emilio Garcia. And I guess her legal team, they just assumed that this lawsuit would quietly disappear because, of course, she has Roc Nation behind her and they have the powerful attorneys. But this one seemingly is moving forward through federal court for over a year now. And now a judge has decided that several of the claims deserve to keep going, to move forward. So who is Emilio Garcia, the person suing her? He was Megan Thee Stallion's former personal cameraman. And according to the lawsuit, he worked very closely with Megan. He traveled with her and he would film her behind the scenes, photos and videos for her brand and her social media. Garcia says that while working for Megan, he experienced discrimination. He's claiming retaliation and a hostile work environment. The incident that has brought the most attention to this case is that he alleged during a trip to Ibiza in Spain that he was in an SUV with Megan and she started having actual relationships, actual activity with a woman right in front of him. Garcia says he felt trapped in the car. He felt deeply uncomfortable. He didn't want to see that. And to add insult to injury, he's a gay male. So he really didn't want to see it. And so he talks about how that impedes on his actual orientation. So Megan has denied any of this. She's denied any wrongdoing. And she says those allegations are just false. So at this point, none of those allegations have been proven in court. So Garcia also claims that after the incident, like his working conditions changed. He says his hours were reduced. He started being treated differently. And eventually he lost his job because he raised some concerns about, different things that were happening on the job. In addition to the discrimination and retaliation claims, Garcia says he was denied proper meals and breaks, and he was not paid all of the money that he was owed. And of course, Megan's legal team said, hey, judge, we need to dismiss this lawsuit before it ever gets to trial. Their argument was that even if Garcia's allegations were accepted as true for purposes of the motion, they still did not amount to legally valid claims. But pause, because the judge said, oh no, I don't agree with that. So he did dismiss parts of it, of what they were requesting. So in the mixed ruling, which I believe came out today, the judge denied Megan's request to dismiss several of Garcia's claims. That means the claims for retaliation, certain discrimination, and allegations, wage and hour issues. But the parts of the hostile work environment case survived the motion and can continue through the litigation process. The judge also said that Garcia had alleged enough facts at this early stage to justify moving forward with those claims where evidence can be gathered and the issues can be fully litigated. The judge didn't allow everything to survive though. Several claims were dismissed because the court found that they either were not supported by the law or did not contain enough factual allegations and evidence to proceed. In other words, it was not a complete victory for the other side. But I would say it was a victory for Emilio because oftentimes when these citizens, go against these high-powered attorneys and celebrities, they don't have the money and they don't have the kind of attorneys that can really go against them. So they just get shut down and the cases do get tossed out. But in this situation, the judge is allowing it to go forward. So I say that's a win. It's important to understand what this ruling really means. The judge did not decide that Megan is liable or that Garcia's allegations are true. At the motion to dismiss stage, the court simply determines whether the complaint alleges enough facts that, if later proven, could support legal claims. The ruling means Garcia will now have the opportunity to seek documents, take depositions, and continue building his case through discovery. And that's what the attorneys want. They always want to be able to get to discovery because after that point, then it's either going to go to trial or it's going to be settled or it could still get dismissed. Megan continues to deny the allegations. The case is still ongoing. Ultimately, it will either be resolved through settlement, dismissal or stuff like that. So anyway, you guys jump in the comments and let me know what your thoughts are about this case. I'm not surprised that it's going forward just based on the elements of the case, the things that he's alleging. But the one thing that I think is kind of strange is I just don't see Megan Thee Stallion being the type of woman who would force somebody to watch her having actual relationships in a car, a SUV, in front of people. Maybe she is. I don't know her. So, you know, I don't know her character. I just know her music. It's kind of raunchy. So maybe I'm wrong on this one. But anyway, y'all jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.